Advocating for environmental policy change involves raising awareness, mobilizing support, and influencing decision-makers to enact laws, regulations, and policies that protect the environment and promote sustainability. Here are strategies for activists to advocate for environmental policy change. Research and education. Conduct research to understand the environmental issues, policies, and stakeholders involved. Educate yourself and others about the scientific evidence, social, economic, and health impacts of environmental degradation, and the importance of policy solutions for addressing environmental challenges. Build coalitions and partnerships. Form coalitions, alliances, and partnerships with like-minded organizations, advocacy groups, community organizations, and stakeholders to amplify your voice, share resources, and build collective power. Collaborate with diverse stakeholders and sectors to create broad-based support for environmental policy change. Engage in grassroots advocacy. Mobilize grassroots support and engage community members in advocacy efforts through outreach, education, and action campaigns. Organize public events, rallies, marches, and demonstrations to raise awareness, build momentum, and demonstrate public demand for environmental action. Lobbying and advocacy. Engage in lobbying and advocacy efforts to influence policymakers, legislators, and government officials to support environmental policy change. Meet with elected representatives, write letters, make phone calls, and participate in meetings, hearings, and public comment periods to express your concerns and advocate for specific policies and legislation. Policy research and analysis. Conduct policy research and analysis to identify gaps, opportunities, and areas for improvement in existing environmental policies and regulations. Develop policy proposals, recommendations, and alternative solutions based on evidence-based research, scientific expertise, and stakeholder input. Media and communications. Utilize media and communication strategies to raise awareness, shape public opinion, and generate media coverage on environmental issues and policy priorities. Write op-eds, letters to the editor, and press releases, and use social media, websites, blogs, and multimedia content to share stories, information, and calls to action. Coalition building and networking. Collaborate with other advocacy groups, NGOs, and environmental organizations to coordinate advocacy efforts, share resources, and leverage collective expertise and influence. Participate in networking events, conferences, and forums to connect with other activists, experts, and decision-makers in the environmental policy arena. Grassroots mobilization. Mobilize grassroots supporters and activists to engage in advocacy actions such as letter writing campaigns, petition drives, phone banks, and direct actions. Organize community meetings, town halls, and workshops to empower individuals to take action and advocate for environmental policy change in their communities. Monitor policy developments. Stay informed about policy developments, legislative proposals, and regulatory changes related to environmental issues at local, national, and international levels. Monitor government proceedings, committee hearings, and legislative sessions, and track the progress of environmental bills and initiatives. Persistency and resilience. Be persistent and resilient in your advocacy efforts, recognizing that environmental policy change often requires sustained advocacy over time. Celebrate successes, learn from setbacks, and remain committed to advancing your goals and objectives for environmental protection and sustainability. By implementing these strategies and working collaboratively with others, activists can effectively advocate for environmental policy change, influence decision-makers, and contribute to positive outcomes for the environment and future generations.